Welcome back. A new academic year will emerge with new challenges for primary schools. The Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment (CPEA) will be introduced. President of the National Principals Association, Valerie St. Helen Henry, supports the introduction of the CPEA but stresses that the necessary groundwork should be done effectively, particularly in these current COVID-19 times.
The Common Entrance Exam has been the long-standing exit assessment in St. Lucia. Many arguments have been put forward over the years about why this one-shot exam is not a true assessment of the capabilities of any student. Come 2022, Common Entrance will be replaced by the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, also known as CPEA. The Ministry of Education has been on a quest to ensure the smooth transition to the exams by engaging teachers in training exercises. President of the National Principals Association, Mistress Valerie St. Helen Henry, says that she believes the exam will provide a more accurate representation of students' academic abilities.
I think, first of all, many principals, teachers are going to breathe a sigh of relief in terms of Common Entrance. And the fact that CPA is being introduced and the process of CPA will give a truer picture of the students because they will be exposed to an internal and an external component instead of a one-day test. I think it will bring out the true abilities of those students who will be writing the CPA.
The CPEA has been touted as an assessment that allows teachers a level of autonomy with testing within the classroom environment. That internal component of the CPEA includes projects, book reviews, and tests. The external component is a multiple-choice test developed by the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC. St. Helen Henry says despite the challenges posed by COVID-19, she is confident that teachers will overcome.
I will be honest. I will be very honest as a principal, and because I will be representing teachers as well. I think some of the things that teachers were looking forward to is some of the deadlines that CXC has presented in terms of some of the components. They were looking forward to having those deadlines reviewed or revisited because of COVID. That's the only downside. But I think the teachers will be ready to push as best as they can. We don't want to have the children too depressed and stressed, but I think the teachers will do what is necessary to ensure that the girls are ready as always.
Education officials note that many countries have moved to the CPEA as a standardized test throughout the region. For Hot 7 Nightly News, I am Kareem Nelson.
Today, Wednesday, the 30th of June, marks the 17th anniversary of the inscription of the Pito Management Area on the UNESCO World Heritage Site. On this occasion, the St. Lucia National Commission for UNESCO has announced support from UNESCO to facilitate the updating of the PMA Site Management Plan. Secretary General of the National Commission for UNESCO, Marcia Symphorian, says that the support is part of an initiative by the UNESCO Cluster Office for the Caribbean to assist member states and respective World Heritage properties to have proper management plans.
In order to address the risks, the office will be providing funding to assist with the updating of management plans to incorporate climate change components to the plans where these exist. It will provide support to update, and where these do not exist, to develop those components. It will also provide support for developing components in respect of managing disasters within World Heritage sites.
The National Commission says it is pleased to provide support at this time.
This initiative, we believe, will allow not just for the incorporation of those two major components, but also provides an opportunity for the PMA office and indeed the government of St. Lucia to review the existing management plans with a view to ensuring that it adequately meets the criteria for proper management of the site. We are pleased, therefore, as National Commission for UNESCO, to make this support available to the PMA office in celebration of the 17th anniversary of the inscription of the site on the UNESCO World Heritage List.
That was Secretary General of the National Commission for UNESCO, Marcia Symphorian. Fishers, fish vendors, fish processors, and the fishermen's cooperatives from all over St. Lucia came together to celebrate Caribbean Fisherfolk Day.
Caribbean Fisherfolk Day, also known as Fishermen's Feast, commemorates the feast of St. Peter, the patron saint of fishermen, with the theme Better Care for a Better Share, establishing a creative small-scale fishing sector. On this day, fisherfolk across the board are highlighted for their hard work and dedication to the fishing industry. The festivities for Fishermen's Feast included a church service, a blessing of boats, and a prize-giving ceremony for the Fishermen's Feast fishing competition. Registrar of Cooperatives and Friends Societies, Egbert Stevens, says that the fisherfolk are at the heart of the industry, playing a critical role in the sustainable utilization of fisheries resources in the face of a changing global climatic and economic situation.
Well, the Fishermen's Feast is really an opportunity for the different fishermen's cooperatives and for society to understand and appreciate the value of our fishermen, to give them some recognition for the hard work they're doing and the place in society, how they are contributing to that. Normally, Fishermen's Feast starts with a church service. It's centered around the Feast of St. Peter and St. Paul, who are fishermen from the Bible, and really, what it really does is allow the fishermen to come out and express in society that we are here, we are working in the interest of society, and please respect us and appreciate us.
While the quantity and demand for fish and fish products continue to rise, both fishing and aquaculture provide a substantial source of food, employment, and revenue. Secretary of the Castries Fishermen's Cooperative Society Board, Diane Matre, explains that whilst COVID may have taken a toll on the fishing industry, it is still of great importance to come out and reflect on the changing global state of fisheries resources, the economic climate and environmental conditions within which our fishers operate.
We need to be united as one body, come under one body. It's not the board that will make things happen for them. It's not the workers at the cooperative that will make things happen for them. They need to come and let us embrace each other so that things will work better for us in the future. But I am wishing them, wherever they are today, not only Castries and Bannans Bay, but the entire island, a good Fishermen's Feast. And whatever they do, just do it in a friendship manner.
Ms. Matre reiterated the Fishermen's Cooperative's commitment to working alongside the Department of Fisheries and its associate agencies to empower fisherfolk and build their resilience. From the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
Stay with us. The latest weather forecast is coming up after the break.